Today on EA Sports. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And incomplete to open things up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be... the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here, the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Point in the season, still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted it?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. On first down, Knox. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown! from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On second down, Knox. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And when I was reviewing the stats from last week's game, I actually had to put them down and come back to them later because when I read it first, I thought it was a typo or a misprint. One thing to hold someone under 100 yards in a game, that's incredible. Under 50, absolutely exceptional.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing deep for Stewart. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Touchdown, Dolphins! From 10 yards out, and the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now here comes Kansas City. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Mahomes, and that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken at the 37. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to them...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play and knock it away. Didn't get it done. Can they reset now and hold them to a field goal?
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Up the middle they go. Watkins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and this time he is in. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ty Davis Price, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now here's Mahomes.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Atkins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 95 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when the guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defense is kind of...
Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. 3rd catch of this first half. For him, and this one is a first down. Mahomes now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On second down now, Knox, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, Knox, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. They'll look to throw here. Going long for Coates. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
On the counter, Davis Price.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And out come the Chiefs now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Knox. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's A.J. Coldell as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the others.
A leap in. He's got it. He got it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's Watkins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
KC's offense ready to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Mahomes now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle they go. Watkins, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Throwing deep for Stewart.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away. Down to the ground and incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going long for Coates. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the two...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime. Back to the field for the start of the second half.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd down. Here's Davis Price.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His career already storied, just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all-time in NFL history in rushing yards.
Unbelievable. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
41 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Davis Price up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give right side. It's Watkins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Kansas City.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Up the middle they go. Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not a lot of daylight, not really any. Daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having 0 fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
Here's a give to Davis Price. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Three-quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. Red 38. Get the right room. Check 43.
Up the middle they go. Watkins gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Under 10.
On the handoff, Davis Price.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. And we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
53. Slide 97. Check pink.
Switch. Watch the end. Check 31.
They'll run on first down. It's Watkins, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll try to run this one in. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now a run with Davis Price.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here we go, set, flat, 95.
65. Back.
Set, cut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up block. Allow other people to make tackles, but when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, check Mike 39, check Mike
third down. It's Watkins, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Striker, 3-3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Let's go. 33. Kill him. Drill. 52. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, it's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Ready. Blue 32. Come this way. Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
17.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
52 blaster. 36. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. Red 38.
Two times. Check. Fresno. Watch twist.
Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a... copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final try for Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Dolphins, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.